Kevin?
Huh?
Why did no oil come out of this one? Alright, welcome back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. We are on a bulldozer I bought. You guys have probably seen some videos on this back and forth. I bought this, actually it was a one-owner machine. Pretty nice machine, I thought, but I kind of got screwed on the deal here. We found out previous video we were servicing this thing. Dozer's very clean. I kind of, you know, didn't run it very close to look at it real close just because of the way the guy's stuff was, but and the guy may have not known this. The final drive, the left-hand final drive had no oil in it, right? We always check this stuff. So we put oil in it, assuming it's probably gonna run out. I ran it around for about an hour here grading gravel. Didn't leak when I parked it, but it sat here for a few minutes, and guess what happened? We sprung a leak back here. So if you guys can see, back in here, we got some oil running out. That's not good. It's kind of like black gold, but it's not gold. So anyway, the problem with this dozer is I kind of paid almost full retail for it. It could just be a seal, but it could be bearings and all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna see. We're gonna rip this thing apart. We're gonna send it back to Mr. Andy, get everything cleaned up. So we're gonna take the track frame off. We got to take this drive motor off, take the final drive apart, and hopefully there's nothing bad in it. When you did pull the plug out, I'll throw a clip in here. There was no metal or stuff in there, so that's kind of a good sign. Kevin?
Huh?
Why did no oil come out of this one?
Oh no.
Like none. That's like not good. I did notice this dozer's been only run about 100 hours in the last 5 years, so it could have sit there and leaked out. We don't know, but we're gonna find out here shortly. So, all right, got the 700 jacked up. Kevin's taking the grease fitting out of the track adjuster. We're gonna go ahead and put this board in here and push this front idler back to get some slop in the tracks. We got the master link right back here, so we can bust it apart, and we'll start working on taking the final drive off. There's a bunch of bolts. Got some underneath here we got to take out. There's some inside there. We'll unbolt that track motor and kind of leave it laying there, I think, and go from there. We do have a pro tip for all our 700 people. If you take that grease fitting out, believe it or not, this idler will go back too far where you can't get a socket back on it again. So we'll slide it till it gets to the back of the hole and tighten it back up. If not, you've got to take that little cover off and notch it to get it to go. Okay.
Well, the socket was kind of stuck in the bolt, you know?
Got it.
It happens. Why do you think she's an operator?
I think I forgot to hit the record button.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we spun around and hit it off. So.
Oh, no battery.
Yeah, GoPro's SUCK. Stuck. Well, hopefully it's recording. Alright, I am going to look in my John Deere computer and make sure that final drive comes off. This is very tight. I took them off the 700Js in case, but
nothing.
That looks weird to me.
Nothing.
Do what?
Nothing.
H? Well, if we put a J on there, will that fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, you guys can't see, that is what's leaking. It's got a big metal to metal seal in there, believe it or not, but it's not easy to get to. You got like disassemble stuff.
You're getting it, bub.
Getting something. There's a bolt. Is there any more? Two more. And I can't see.
There she is.
Yeah, one more.
Like way down there, one more?
Yeah, like, well, there's two more, yeah.
Oh.
They require special extensions and tools. And
Oh boy.
all right, got all the bolts out from underneath. Inside, Kevin's got the drive motor backed off. We got it sitting on blocks. We did use a little trick. You see this hose going right there? That's actually the brake housing right there I'm pointing out. We took an old hose. We keep this. It fits all 850s and everything. It's got an air chuck on it. So the brake system on these runs, you know, at 350 PSI, but you can take 175 pounds of shop air and it'll release those brakes because they're spring applied. So sometimes they get bound up a little bit and all that. So we got to take that hose out. Hopefully we can get that slid out. The book says it comes off. I'm pretty sure I've done it before, but I don't know. We may have to take this off too, track guard, but we'll, I got this bracket here, kind of holds it. We'll put a bolt through the forklift fork, kind of wiggle her out that way. It's a tight fit, but we'll try her here. All right, decided to take the rear rock guard, track guard off. It's gonna give us a lot more room, I think. Maybe not, but hey, she is a leaker, ain't she? She is a leaker. All right, we'll get her forklift hooked up. See if we can't get this dude wiggled out of here. Got your wheels over that way in the back. Yep. Go ahead and back up. Side shift anymore first. Yeah, back on up. Straight back now. It'll come out easy, but
It's gonna go in that easy, bud.
looks like there's dirt in there. Alright, one final drive removal. That is the drive motor and the coupling that goes on there. Alright, we got the final drive sitting up on the bench, cleaned some junk out of it. I did go ahead and take out the bolts on the outside of it. I believe we got to take off these covers, the brake housing, and we're going to take all these bolts out. We got to get these holes cleaned out. Some of these are threaded holes to help pull this off the bearing shaft. Per the instructions and per my memory. You ready, Elvis?
Those are the instructions.
Some of it. I just wanted to reconfirm.
Yeah.
What's it been? 2 or 3, 4 years?
Yeah.
The John Deere's don't break, so we don't remember how to take this stuff apart, right?
Making friends, aren't we?
Comments.
Go over here.
Hey. That's an airplane. I fly a helicopter. That was before I had training. You want your dog up here to help? They say dogs make great videos.
Sammy!
They're great to have in videos. Come here, black doggy. Want to chew my boot? Black dog. Oh.
Black dog
What just come out of its mouth?
Something out.
Something just come out of its mouth there on the floor.
Oh,
Not the rock, no. It's in its mouth now. This right here come out of its mouth.
Where?
That. Oh, now it's in its mouth again.
It's a hazard.
Maybe you should feed it.
Keeps her teeth clean.
Bye, black doggy.
Good sit. Go down, down. Oh, that's her 2 tricks.
Would you look at that? I'd pay a lot of money for a dog like that.
Hey, take your shoes off and see what happens. You won't have no toes left. I was over here for 2 minutes. I figured you'd have these bolts out, Kevin.
Yeah.
Look, I got mine out. You just need a smaller socket right here. See? There you go. That one fits.
It starts. What's this one? 14? 13's on.
It's supposed to be a 16, but that's 15. You know what this final drive needs? American socket. 9/16. That didn't work. Got him. We went down 2 sizes to a 14.
That's right.
Not a problem. I see this has puller holes in it.
Huh.
Probably need to tap out some more holes. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. Some important shims. Now, start running these puller holes in, bolts in. I go for all the power and just use the air. I think we're pulling it off this shaft. We have to get crafty too. We need our hooks over one hole, don't we?
Brand new in there, bub.
No gears tore up, no bearings.
Oh,
This is a make or break moment right here, boys. It's not had any oil in it. Hopefully it was just sitting. The rest. Alright, we got the dude split apart. So far the gears are looking good. We got the big guns out in the puller. We took a snap ring off here. You can go ahead, Kevin, and see what happens. I think you got her, Bubby. Alright, we're gonna get all this contraption off here and keep digging parts out. Okay. Alright, we got all the gears off there. Now we're going to pick the case up, and it should give us some room to get to that seal. Okay. Side shift that way. And we'll go up. Okay, you're clear. Alright, so here's our seal in question. This seal probably should have stayed with that. It rides up in here. This seal's all tore up, as we can see. This basically holds the seal. I'd say it got some trash or rock or something in there. Barbed wire from cleaning up. There's a piece of, look at that, staples. See those?
Mm-hmm. Something chewed up in there.
There's staples in there. That's a regular staple, ain't it? Look at that.
Yep.
There was 2 of those in there. The other part of it's right here.
There's a dang train here, bub.
There is.
Oh, hey.
Not in the best of shape. All right, we'll get all this cleaned up. Those staples shouldn't be in there. I say this guy was probably in some, there's a bunch of magnets and stuff on this dozer. He's probably been shoving off some trash or something. Piece of metal, whatever. Got in there and it's not good, so.
Get it cleaned up.
We'll get her cleaned up, bring you guys back in, we'll start putting her back together. All right, I think I got real lucky on this one. Fortunately, I don't know how that happened for once, but Kevin pulled out more wire. I don't know what kind of wire that is. It's something. It's been in some trash or something. It just got wrapped around in that seal, started eating that up.
This was that roofing staple.
Yeah. He's been shoving blacktop and stuff off. So, believe it or not, these seals are just metal to metal, and that's what rubs together and seals it up. We get the new one, we'll show you. But anyway, we got lucky. The bearings are all good. I don't know how, but it must have just sat in that guy's shed and leaked out over time, and he didn't run it any. And thankfully, we check stuff. That's why we always check things before we send them out or whatnot. So if we see something on like that, another piece of metal.
Them are Arrow T50s.
Arrow T50 staples. All right, lots of cleanup here. We'll bring you guys back in.
You want to blow up a bulldozer? Get a stapler.
Yeah, a little 2-cent staple costs thousands of dollars. And if a guy took it and run this thing and not check those final drives,
Oh, shit, have been bad.
yeah. So we can get like almost all these Deere's aftermarket. You guys need something like that too, so keep that in mind. I think this final drive from John Deere now is like 15 grand or something. It's crazy. So very important to keep your oil checked. All right, got our new seal here. The main thing you want to do is keep these 2 machine surfaces together. Don't let any dirt get in there. So I'm going to put it down here on this part. We got everything cleaned up. Kind of get her fitted down in there like that. Then we'll drop the other one directly on top of it, and I'll keep an eye on it as it goes together. So you don't want to put any oil or anything in there. That rubber seal basically holds that from spinning, so if that makes sense. It's just a metal on metal seal. All right, we got her cleaned up, ready to drop her on. Come on down a little bit. Look at that. I like that. You like that?
Yep, your seat is good. I don't think so.
All should get oil pretty quick, huh?
Let's hope so.
I got a race punch. What do you got? See that teamwork, people?
We set that.
We said it. All right, now's the fun part. Should we show them this catastrophe? That big old snap ring, bud.
Yeah, Godzilla ring.
So this snap ring actually sells, oh, you lost it. Comes in different thicknesses. I'll clean this up for you. I normally don't reuse these, but this thing is pretty much, you want to get like close to the area where we're going.
Don't really bite down on it. Yeah, let me get what I can. Okay. Get her put. Oh yeah.
Is that enough clickies?
That's it. That's all the clickies we got.
Going down.
You're gonna have to walk it off of my snap ring. Yeah.
I don't know what they made this thing out of.
How about I
You want
release
to unrelease it? You need help with that?
Yeah, I guess that's.
It's in there floating around. Walk it around a little, see if it's in there. It's in there.
Oh yeah. In there like swimwear.
Not a problem.
Next.
We gotta clean that cover up.
Ooh.
Then we're ready to drop it on, right?
Ooh, yeah.
All right, got everything cleaned up, both surfaces. We're gonna be using anaerobic sealer on here. Kevin's got a new can open. Basically, it's a, oh look, that's Permatex there. We got Loctite and Permatex. We'll probably stick with the same brand. We'll put some on both sides. So basically, it stays wet until it gets no air, and then it dries up. So if you get a little bit of squeezes inside, it will wash away in the oil. So we're gonna get after it here, and that stuff's thick.
Oh, Bob.
I got plenty here. You want me to get some of that for you?
How much? Thank you. I'm gonna cap that. Oh, she split.
You do realize the more you squeeze, the more it's gonna come out, right?
Oh, well, I tried to cap the corner off with my finger. I gave it a sausage slot.
We got plenty here.
Well, I'll tell you what.
All right, we're gonna get this on there while you guys watch these messages. All right, got that all tightened down. Last thing we got is this bearing here. I'm gonna use this plate with some longer bolts, put some washers, pull that back into place. And then we gotta put our crew cover plates on. We gotta make sure and get the shims under there. Then we'll disassemble that brake housing. We got some new O-rings for it and gaskets, get it all cleaned up, put it back together.
Hi, Hunter.
Hi.
Oh, you not been helping here?
No, Bo, I just show up whenever I want to.
Hey, Bob, where's Hunter? He's here.
He plays football, works part-time. He's an electrician now.
Not really.
Not really. Like my own personal electrician.
I'm just his personal helper.
Ah. You are doing a great job.
I'm trying.
Look at that.
Where are those grooves on there for?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not ready for a paper towel, cameraman.
Hey, Bob, can we tear down the fourth wall of filming? Look, there's the guy welding the blade.
That's another video. All right, we got the piston assembly out. We got all the brake pieces back in. That piston pushes down there and releases all the springs. So right now the brake's on. We got new piston seals. We're gonna go ahead and put them on there just for good measure. And that sits back in there and basically just uses oil pressure. Comes in that hole, just pushes that down and releases the brake. So that's why these machines won't roll when there's an engine's not running, because it requires oil pressure to release them. So it won't go all the way down because of the springs. There you go.
Oh, Bob, she fit now. See that?
All right, so he's compressing those springs now. In theory, that's setting the brake. All right, that's about done. We'll get the machine side cleaned up. I got a new O-ring for the drive motor. We'll put a new O-ring on there, get this all cleaned up. They specify that same anaerobic sealer on there, so we'll put a thin layer on there and maybe get it back on. All right, we got her hooked up. We're gonna try to slam her back in here. Sometimes they come out real easy, so you want to get a couple lights on her. We can get it back in there.
Everything comes out easy.
Yeah. We may, if we can't get started on the splines, once we get it in there, we may have to put that brake hose back on and shoot some air in it in order to release the brakes. And we'll spin out a little bit, but see if we can't get her weaseled in here. All right, we got her in here real close. We got our splines almost lined up, ready to go in. They're kind of turned off a little bit, so I put my hose back on here. We're gonna put the shop air in here, and hopefully Hunter will be able to turn that final drive. There you go, Hunter. That turned a little bit now. I heard it click. Yep. Let me get a light in here. You need to put a couple bolts in there. Put them 2 bars in there and put a pry bar in between. There she goes. We got the nuts for this. Alright, air trick worked out good. She's all slid in. We're going to get all the bolts run in there and tighten her up. All done in there. Looks like the guys are putting the sprocket on.
I think I jammed it.
Line up bar, awesome. You need another line up bar right here. There you go, Hunter. Hey little Bubby, it looks dark in here.
Yeah.
We actually lost power. I had a bad storm last night, so I got a generator running the office and stuff over there. We got that side fed. The middle shop doesn't get fed, but anyway, we got some lights. We're gonna get the track thread back on this dude, and hopefully she works here. Before we set it on the ground, we'll probably make sure everything works, brakes and stuff like that. So I get some tools picked up here and move some stuff out of the way. Okay. All right, got the track up there. We just got to put our alligator link back together. Tucker's putting some anti-seize on the bolts. Then we'll tighten the track up with the grease fitting up here. Give her a little test run. Push the blade down. All right, well, spin it. Backwards. Turn all right. Turn left or right. All right, that's good. Shut her down. Well, that's going to be a wrap on this one, guys. We got her all back together. Seems to be working. I just want to make sure the brake was coming off. It seems like it's working good, so we're going to have to loosen this track up a little bit. It's a little bit tight, but other than that, this is a wrap. Guys, do me a humongous favor. Go down below, hit that thumbs up button. Drop some comments. You guys need any merch, the link is always down below. And get you hats, t-shirts, all that cool stuff. So as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.